What is going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today I want to talk to you about my top 3 stocks I feel have a very strong likelihood of a squeeze this upcoming week. So I'm going to go over all those things that you need to know. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Always greatly appreciate that. And without further ado, let's get right to it. My apologies for not having this out on Sunday. I generally like to have it out on Sundays in preparation for the following week, but unfortunately didn't get around to it. But the top 3 stocks I do feel, not in any order or anything, but first one is AMC. Currently, it is up roughly about 63% year to date. The 1 year down 67%, and today it is almost up about 3%, which of course, I feel just based on the options activity alone, this does and could have a squeeze based on just that. There's a lot of upside anticipated because there's 2 big events coming out, one of which is their earnings, and that is going to be for tomorrow, and then the following week is going to be their shareholder meeting, on which there's about 3 different proposed items, one of which is dilution, second one is a 10-to-1 ratio for a reverse split, and this one is for adjournment. And even outside of that though, if you look at the stats, it all validates that there most likely is going to be a squeeze. Short score is currently 90, higher the number, the higher the likelihood of a squeeze happening. Utilization is 100%, and as far as what is happening today, they're increasing 255,000 shares, still once again on the threshold list. I don't anticipate anyone or anything happening as a result of that, but 23.6% is a short interest, which is a percentage of their free float. But that isn't even the best part. Looking at cost to borrow, the average, it is at 329.22%. Very, very high. So hypothetically, as I've said in the past, in order for you to have a squeeze, you need 4 components, one of which is a high cost to borrow, which AMC has, a lot of shares being shorted, and also a high utilization. The final thing that you do need is a surprise catalyst. And of course, like I said, with 2 big events coming out over the next 2 weeks, that could be that surprise aspect. So AMC, definitely a very good likelihood of a squeeze. Moving on from that, there is this. I've never heard of this company before. So NewAge Power Corp, SMR, that is the ticker. As of right now, up 1.24% year to date. It is actually flat, so kind of weird to see that. 1 year, it is up 2%. And the reason why I picked this, not necessarily because, like I said, I have no idea exactly what they do. Again, that's beside the point. I'm just picked this because of the stats. So based on the stats, the short score is 92. Utilization is 100%. Shares on loan is 13 million. Very, very high. And as you can see, the percentage free float on loan is 86%. So because of this stats, this is exactly why I put this one on my top 3 for this week, because I feel like this week is going to have a very good rally. And of course, whenever there is a lot of good momentum, stocks such as this that have a lot of stats behind it to validate a squeeze do squeeze. To some regard, of course, not mother of all squeezes, but generally does a bit. And currently 6.17 million shares being shorted, 41% short interest. So as you can tell, the short interest is actually higher than the amount of shares being loaned out. AKA, this is a very good indication that there is a lot of naked shorting happening with this company. So of course that could be good. Cost to borrow average is 17.08. So of course it's not the highest cost to borrow compared to, for instance, AMC, but still, generally speaking, I think it's fairly good. And moving on to the third one, Nikola. Ticker is, as you can see, NKLA, currently up 1.13% today. Year to date, up 1.13%, if I'm saying that correctly. Might be just a Google issue right now. But right here, it does show the year to date down 72%. So this has been hit quite hard. Obviously, a lot of bad fundamental operational updates when it comes down to Nikola over 2022, unfortunately. But like I said, I'm picking it because of the stats. Short score is currently 94. Percentage of the free float on loan, 40%. Utilization is 100%. Shares on loan, though, is 150 or 160 million shares. Very, very high. And for instance, right now, shorts are increasing 1.12 million shares. So very, very high. Very doubtful of this whole rally that's happening today. 101.65 million shares being shorted, 26% short interest, and cost to borrow average is around 27%. So I think generally speaking, behind the scenes and a lot of good momentum coming for EVs, this could be a very good squeeze play as well. But of course, I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own due diligence at the end of the day. Let me know your thoughts on those in the comments below. Definitely, I think in the past, a lot of this has been very good just by looking at the fundamental basis, because I do this every single week. I give you my top 3, and usually at least one of the 3 do have a very good squeeze. Of course, when I'm talking on squeezes, I'm not talking on mother of all squeezes going up 5 1,000% or whatever it is, but generally 30%, 40% is fairly good. So definitely take a look at my other previous videos on the squeezes, but let me know your thoughts on that, or outside of these three, which do you feel is going to have a good squeeze? So let me know your thoughts on that in the comments below. And if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. If you do like my channel and support the growth, take a look at my memberships, link in the description below, or just hit the join button at the bottom of the screen. With that said, appreciate you guys watching. Let's all make a lot of money on whatever floats your boat, whatever stocks are out there.